welcome to the Bangalore International Short Film Festival International Competition conversation. Thank you very much. We are the only Oscar accredited festival in India. The winner of this competition, we will be recommending the first prize winner of the festival to Oscar from our side. Hopefully, we will be able to see you on the Oscar stage in the first half of next year. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you and thank you for making such wonderful movies so that we are privileged to have your film in our festival. Let's go to our Israeli friend Elad.
Elad, Avner and David, the actors.
מה הסרט?
אורי, נשמה, נפנק אותי, לקחת אותי הביתה. תעצור רגע בצד, נו.
מה, גם אילם הם עשו אותך? אוקיי, קלטתי את הראש. תעלה לאוטו!
את הסרט הזה שמספר על שני אחים שנתקעים בערב שבת וצף מתח ומשקעים ביניהם סביב האמונה וסביב המשפחה. אמנם זה תסריט והפקה והובלה שלי ובימוי, אבל הרבה מהטקסטים והפעולות דויקו וחודדו בחזרות ועם עבודה עם השותפים שלנו למסע, לכן הם קצת יותר משחקנים רגילים. Avner, תרגם.
He says a lot of the text and the composing of the scenes and the action inside it had been produced through reversal and working the three of us. So he says we are more like partners in this creation than just actors. This movie is about two brothers who have a conflict about Shabbat, about one of them has become a religion, and the entire movie is about the obstacles they find in the way on their way home.
Yeah, I saw the movie. Elad, I thought actually you were the actor with Avner Varadaradj. You look so similar, right? I went back and I checked the name. Was it you or somebody else? But it looked like you're so.
טוב, קודם כל זה מחמאה גדולה, וזה רק מצדיק את מה שאמרתי קודם על השיתופי פעולה שלנו פה, ואני חושב שהרקע הזה לשיתופי פעולה הוא נולד באמת מהחזון שדרך קולנוע ודרך סרטים אפשר לייצר חיבורים, אפשר לייצר היכרויות, אפשר לייצר איזשהו משהו משותף שנותן שפה אוניברסלית, שפה בינלאומית.
So first of all, he says it's a great compliment what you said about the other actor, that he looks like him, and he also said it implicates the fact that movies and art is a way to connect, and that was like his vision about this movie, to make a conversation and to make nedaber, let's talk. It's about making a conversation. So
wonderful. I really enjoyed the film, and I love how Israelis make these films in such closed context and so much of human emotions, because when it's a story about two brothers, and when he's coming, he realizes, the other brother realizes the one person has become more religious from what he was, and how the story continues from there. A beautiful story and a nice way to talk about relationships. And congratulations, Elad and Avajaz, that I hope the audience will love your story.
אולי עוד דבר על ההפקה, ודוד, גם זה ההזדמנות שלך להיכנס על החלק של זה מה שהזכרת, שההפקה הייתה מצומצמת, ב-18 דקות קיבלת פה הרבה מאוד רגשות ומטענים, באמת הצטמצמנו ליומיים של הפקה עצמאית, וזה דרש גם מהשחקנים הרבה מאוד הקרבה, בחום, בשמש, בים, כל פעם דוד, שלב, אכל שם חול.
רואים את הגבולות?
He said that the production was with difficult conditions. We had to shoot in a few days in the sand, in the sea, in the desert, in the heat. It was really difficult to play and to shoot, but it was an amazing experience for all the crew of the movie.
How was it for you as actors? Are you religious, or is the director religious? How did you ask him questions on how to show that as an actor?
It's a great question. Well, I'm not religion, but I have a small part of love for the Jewish religion inside of me. And I asked Elad a couple of questions, but I gave my own style of playing and my own connection to the religion, to the movie, and to the acting.
אפשר להוסיף על זה שהסצנה האחרונה הייתה אמורה להיות בקבלת שבת בשקיעה, ולכן זה היה לחון רעננה, וכשהגענו עם כל האילוצים של השקיעה בסוף העברנו את זה לסצנה של לילה, ואז אני רציתי כבר להתפלל ערבית, שתעשה ערבית כי זה כבר לילה, ואתה אמרת לא, אבל הכנתי את הקבלת שבת, אז אמרתי טוב, זה דמות של חוזר בתשובה, בסדר, הוא יכול להתפלל קבלת שבת בלילה. תן לו.
He says the last scene was supposed to be at sundown, and because he didn't have much time, the prayers that he says in the dark are supposed to be in sundown, and there's a different prayer for the night. So he told David that he should do the second prayer, and he said no, he got ready to do this specific prayer. So he said, okay, that's okay, because he just went religious. He can say that one. And I can personally say that I didn't, I have half family who are Jewish, religious Jews, and I have, I had this conflict in my life since I was a child, and actually through this movie I got to experience this relationship with my family through a different perspective, because I had to to make this conflict exactly with Elad, and we talked about it a lot, and I told him about my rough experiences with Judaism and stuff, and we actually really found, and we are still friends, and we are still talking about those topics in our conversations now, about how it's not supposed to separate us, but this conflict should make us talk, it should make us connect and find, how can we not judge, but take part and try to understand without judgment the other side of, and in Israel now it's a very hot topic, you can say. It's a big mess now between those two sides.
Great. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best for your film. I wish a lot of people will watch it, and hopefully will also give you feedback. And congratulations, and thank you for being part of a festival. Toda.
Oh. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. And whenever you are in India and you are in Bangalore, please reach out to us so that we can meet up with you and talk to you about your projects. And maybe if you are part of, you come in August, you will be part of the festival.
הכיפה שלי איפה עפה? יאללה. זה פה.